So Formula One returns this weekend after its nearly month hiatus, and they return for the Zandvoort Grand Prix of the Netherlands. But this time it's got a different flavour because it's a sprint weekend and it's the Grand Prix at Zandvoort for what could potentially be the very last time.
Green will be the next question.
Zandvoort has had an on and off relationship with Formula One, and so has the Netherlands. However, this has been the home of the Grand Prix ever since 2021, where Max Verstappen has claimed 3 wins, 2 second places, with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri winning the last 2. But yes, it was going to be a 72-lap Grand Prix. I'm not too sure how long the sprint race is going to be, but I imagine around 20 laps, something like that. A bit similar to sort of like the sprint races we have at Brazil, seeing as they're similar in track length. So about that, and talking about track length, it is 4.2 kilometres, and it's a FIA grade 1, obviously, like every Formula 1 track needs to be. The race lap record is a 1 minute 11 seconds, 0.097, set by Lewis Hamilton in a Mercedes W12 in Formula 1's return to the Netherlands back in 2021, where there was a bit of that hoo-ha with Valtteri Bottas, where he kind of lifted up to the line. Mercedes were getting right because they'd done the fastest lap strategy right at the end of the race, because this was the times where you got an extra bonus point if you set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, as long as you finish in the top 10. But Zandvoort is actually 35 kilometres outside of Amsterdam. So yes, if you've ever been to Amsterdam, it's not too far, and actually you can get a train there. Because like when I went back in a few years ago, it actually said Zandvoort. I didn't actually see the stop, but I imagine it's like around the place. And obviously Zandvoort was on the beach too. Is the 14-turn circuit. It also hosts DTM as well, and known for GT World Challenge Europe too. And yes, it's just been renewed for DTM as well, I think, for next year, so that'll be interesting too. But if we look into a Tour 2025 recap, it was Oscar Piastri, the McLaren man, who got pole with a 1 minute 08.662. However, the Grand Prix, it was quite an eventful one, but Oscar Piastri would claim victory, reigned supreme in the Netherlands for the very first time last year. Max Verstappen, ever consistent at the Holland, is second place. Hopefully he keeps that podium run going, and that will finish a 100% podium record at the Dutch Grand Prix for himself. Obviously 3 wins, 2 seconds, and what will happen this weekend is anyone's guess. And Isaac Hadjar, after a bizarre safety car, he would be on the podium for the very first time, and because of his sort of Monaco hoo-ha with Pierre Gasly and some stuff like that, I think this is his only podium so far in his Formula 1 career. That was when Lando Norris had a big conk out and everyone thought his championship title chances were over. Well, how wrong we were. But if you look at the standings going into this one, it's Kimi Antonelli leading the way on 219 points. Lewis Hamilton 50 points back in as a Ferrari car. Great to see Lewis up there. Not great to see the gap, but great to see Lewis up there. And George Russell 59 points back. So it's going to be a battle for second, and potentially, if not just a bit more reliability problems, Lewis can get back in there too. But in my opinion, Lewis is fortunate to be in that sort of position anyway, just because of the nature of the failures for Mercedes. So it's great to see him there, but it's not exactly on merit really. It's great. He has had good results, but Mercedes have been ever so unreliable this year. So yes, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this year. And do you enjoy Zandvoort for Formula 1? Have you enjoyed it? But I'm a bit in 2 minds about seeing it go. But yeah, we've had some good races on tracks like this year, so it'll be interesting to see what this weekend will entail. And one thing for sure is it'll definitely be fascinating to see who can win the Dutch Grand Prix.